morning, Packway Valley. I'm Hope Fisher, and today in national news, I'm covering the Waffle House shooting story. On Sunday morning, a 29-year-old male shot 4 people at a Waffle House near Nashville. A customer who is being called a hero attacked the barrel of the shooter's gun and tossed the rifle behind the counter. The male then fled the scene and was captured 35 hours later. Amazingly, the Waffle House hero has raised $150,000 for the victims. That's all on this week's story. Now to Frank with international news.
Hi, I'm Frank, and this week in international. Army General Tony Thomas, head of the U.S. Military Special Operations Command in Syria, stated Wednesday that Air Force gunships needed to provide air support for U.S. soldiers and U.S.-backed rebel fighters were being jammed by adversaries. General Thomas calling electronic warfare the most aggressive on Earth. Thomas also stated that the adversaries are testing us every day, knocking our communications down, disabling our AC-130s, etc. There are still about 2,000 U.S. troops in Syria. Now to Nick Local.
Hi, I'm Nick, and this week in Local, a program to plant 10 million trees in Pennsylvania was started on Tuesday at a farm in Mountjoy. The Keystone 10 Million Trees program is the biggest environmental restoration project in state history. The tree plantings will be concentrated in Lancaster, York, and Franklin counties. Now to Tim with politics.
Hi, I'm Tim, and this week in politics we have 2 updates for you. First is on Mike Pompeo, former director of the CIA, who was approved by the Bipartisan Committee of Senators. The initial vote was a 10-10 Democrat-Republican split, but during the final vote, Democratic Senator Chris Coons flipped his vote and sent him through. There will now be a vote by the entire Senate to see if he will be instated as the Secretary of State. In addition to this, Trump's personal physician, Ronnie Jackson, is withdrawing from the nomination put upon him by Trump after accusations of misconduct were thrown around by his former clients. It is still yet to be seen who the next nominee for VA Secretary is, but that's all that we have for you for This Week in Politics. Now to Luke with business.
Hi, my name is Luke, and in This Week in Business, we will be talking about the company Ford. Last Wednesday, Ford announced that they will stop selling sedans. The Mustang and the new crossover will be the only passenger cars left. The company is going towards a truck and SUV lineup. With these cuts, Ford expects to save $22.5 billion. With this new change, a lot can happen. Now to Ariella with science.
Hi, I'm Ariella, and this week in Science News, Peckway Valley's current event class is going to the sun. NASA is going to launch the Parker Solar Probe from July 31st to August 19th. The probe will be within 4 million miles of the sun's surface. The Parker Solar Probe will provide new data and solar activity and contribute to our ability to forecast space weather events that may impact Earth. Do you want your name on the sun? You can submit your name and it will be included in a memory card that will be on the Parker Solar Probe. Now to John with sports news.
I'm John, and this week in sports, it's all about PV. To start, PV boys tennis made it to the league semifinals, but unfortunately lost to Hempfield. Brady Burns is in flight playoffs as the number 1 seed, and he and Devin Clemmer are the number 1 double seed. Summer Reeser also recently made the 3rd-team All-State basketball team, which is a first in school history. That is all for This Week in Sports. Now to Amira for entertainment.
Hi, I'm Amira, and I will be discussing this week's entertainment news. Rapper and songwriter Meek Mill got released from prison on Tuesday. He spent almost 5 months in prison because of a controversial sentence violating probation. 76ers owner picked up Meek Mill from prison. He then rang the bell at the 76ers playoff game. Meek thanked all the support from his family, friends, and fans that helped him stay positive. That's all for this week's entertainment news.